rhythmicsv.com.
Hare Krishna.
Purchase your tracks today.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Gauranga Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama.
Purchase your tracks today.
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna. Gauranga, welcome everybody.
Purchase your tracks today.
Hare Krishna. It was a great reading from Satchidananda, wasn't it? Amazing, huh? Special devotee. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama,
Purchase your tracks
Hare
today.
Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare. You got to do some of your readings too there, Amma. Christina, welcome. Thank you for coming. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Purchase.
Gauranga Nityananda, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare. There she is, the most beautiful woman in the universe. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. I ain't lying. Krishna, very attracted to this lady, man. She's one of his hot babes. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Gauranga, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Easy music.
Gauranga. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna.
Easy music.
Oh, my Lord Krishna, Gauranga, Nityananda, Sri Advaita, Nityananda, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Advaita Nityananda, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Advaita Nityananda, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Gauranga Nityananda, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Gauranga Nityananda, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Easy music.
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Gauranga Nityananda Shri Chaitanya. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Gauranga Nityananda Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Gauranga Nityananda, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Nityananda, Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Okay, let's chant a little japa together. Put your microphones on and let's do it.
Okay.
Yes. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama, Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Rama
Rama
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Rama, Hare
Rama, Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Rama Rama, Hare
Rama
Hare,
Hare Hare,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama, Hare
Rama
Rama,
Rama,
Rama
Hare
Hare Hare,
Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Everybody pray for Lalita that Krishna kisses her head and makes it all better. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Hare
Hare Rama,
Hare,
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Rama
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare,
Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare, Hare
Hare
Rama, Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare Rama, Rama
Rama Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Krishna.
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Rama Rama,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Hare.
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Rama,
Hare
Rama Rama,
Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna, Hare
Rama Rama,
Krishna.
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Krishna.
Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Rama
Rama
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare Rama,
Hare
Hare Rama,
Rama,
Rama Rama,
Rama
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama
Rama,
Rama, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Rama,
Rama, Hare
Rama,
Rama, Rama
Rama,
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 Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Hare Rama,
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Rama Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Rama,
Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna.
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Hare,
Hare
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 Rama, Hare
Rama, Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Rama
Rama
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare Rama,
Hare
Rama Rama, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare Krishna, Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Krishna Krishna,
Rama Rama,
Hare
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Rama Rama,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama,
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Hare,
Krishna,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama,
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama,
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama,
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Rama
Rama
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
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 Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Rama
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama, Hare
Rama
Rama,
Rama,
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama, Hare Rama,
Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama
Rama Rama
Rama
Hare
Rama
Hare
Hari
Krishna
Hari Hari Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama 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 Hari Hari
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Krishna Hari
Hare
Hari
Hare
Hari
Rama Hare
Rama
Rama Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Krishna Krishna Krishna Hari 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 Rama Rama Hari Hari Hare Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare
Krishna Krishna Hari Hari
Hare
Hari
Rama
Rama Hari Hari
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare
Hari Rama Rama Hari Hari Hare
Rama
Krishna
Rama
Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Rama Hari Hari Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hare Krishna Krishna Hari Hari Rama Krishna Krishna Hari Hari Rama
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 Hari
Hare
Krishna
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama
Hari Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Rama Hari Krishna Krishna Hari Hari Rama
Rama Rama Hare Krishna Krishna
Hari Krishna Hari Hari Rama Hari Hari Krishna 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 Hari Rama Hari Hari Hare Krishna Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Hari
Hare
Rama
Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hari
Hare Hare Rama
Hare Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Rama Hari Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Rama
Hare
Rama
Krishna
Hari
Krishna
Hare Krishna
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 Hari Hari
Hare Rama Hare Rama Rama
Rama Hari Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Hari Hare Krishna Krishna Hari Hari
Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare Krishna 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 Hari
Krishna
Hari
Krishna
Rama Hari
Hare
Hari
Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama. Oh my Lord Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Oh my Lord Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare
Krishna, 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 Krishna,
Hare Krishna. Oh my Lord Krishna.
Rama, Rama,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. Oh, Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna,
Hare Rama,
Hare Rama, Rama Rama,
Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare.
Hare Rama,
Hare Rama, Rama
Rama
Rama,
Rama,
Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare
Rama
Hare,
Rama, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Hare. Hare
Rama
Rama,
Rama, Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna.
Krishna,
Oh my
Hare
Lord
Rama,
Krishna, 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 Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
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 Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Hare,
Hare Rama, Rama Hare
Rama,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Rama,
Ram,
Rama
Ram,
Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare, Hare
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Ram, Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Ram, Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare Krishna,
Ram, Ram, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna, Hare Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare
Hare Ram,
Ram,
Hare Ram,
Ram,
Ram
Ram,
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 Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, 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 Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram,
Krishna,
Hare Ram,
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram,
Krishna Krishna.
Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna, Hare
Rama,
Hare Ram,
Rama,
Hare Ram, Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
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 Hare,
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram,
Ram,
Hare Krishna, Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna, Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Hare
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Ram
Rama,
Ram, Hare Hare
Hare,
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna,
Hare Ram,
Krishna,
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama, Rama, Rama,
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna,
Hare Ram,
Krishna,
Hare Ram, Ram Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Krishna,
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna,
Rama
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna.
Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama, Hare Rama, Rama
Rama,
Rama, Hare Hare
Rama, Hare
Krishna,
Hare.
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Krishna,
Rama Rama, Hare Krishna,
Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare Krishna,
Rama Rama, Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Krishna.
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram.
Hare 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 Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya, Jaya Nityananda, Jaya Sri Advaita Chandra, Jaya Gora Bhakta Vrinda, Bhagavad Gita. Let's see, chapter. Let's see here. Bhagavad Gita as it is. Let's see, chapter 4. The personality of Godhead said, chapter 4, transcendental knowledge. The personality of Godhead, Lord Sri Krishna, said, I instructed this imperishable science of yoga to the sun god, Vivashwan, and Vivashwan instructed it to Manu, and the father of mankind, and Manu in turn instructed it to Ishvaku. This supreme science was thus received through the chain of disciplic succession, and the saintly kings understood it in that way. I like that. Understood it in that way. See, through the disciplic line. This is what the real process is. We have to understand it in this way, through the chain of disciplic line. And the Lord we got some good news for everybody. The Lord has made it really easy. Since Lord Caitanya Mahaprabhu, the chain of disciplic line has been reestablished. And, he's reduced the price. You don't have to just go through all this, studies and austerities and fastings and everything. All you have to do is follow the simple instructions of the Lord. He's now the spiritual master of the universe. And that's all we do is repeat his instructions and repeat these conclusive statements that he taught. And in this way, everybody very easily gets to chant like many of us are doing with great happiness. This is what the Lord came here to make us happy again. And my goodness, is there any happiness better than this, Lalita? We're addicted, I think. She's a lush, man. She's lushes, they drink a lot, they're always drinking. She's one of those. She's always drinking the name of God, drinking and drinking and drinking. And laughing like a person at a party all the time. Only people at parties laugh, he's just at a party. That's all. That's what it's about. So somebody says, don't kick me out. What is this? Who is this guy? Is that a Karuna? Let's see. Is that a Karuna? That's a Gohari Das. Yeah, please don't kick Gohari Das out of here. My life would be over. Satchidananda says, what a great class he gave. Did you see that class? My goodness. Fantastic, man. This guy he's going to be a superstar in the eyes of Krishna and Krishna's devotees. That's how you want to be a star. You be that in front of the eyes of the devotees. Just let them see you. And if you have any problems, any devotees here, Krishna gave me a solution. This is surefire cure for everything. Just take snapshots of any devotee that you dislike the most here, and just pay obeisances to the picture 2,000 times a day, and it'll overcome all obstacles, and you'll chant the holy name in great ecstasy continuously. So if it's 1 or 3 or 4, get 3 or 4 of those pictures, put them up there, and give 2,000 obeisances. 1,000. How's that? 1,000 obeisances of those pictures, and all your problems will disappear. Guaranteed. I promise. And if you hate doing it, that's even better. Just can do it more, and the more that you hate that and that person and everything, and they disgust you, whatever it is, just keep doing it, and everything will be purified. Yes, exactly. That's a secret, humbleness. Yeah, this is fantastic. What a family this is, man. This is fantastic. So don't anybody ever think about leaving, even leaving the bodies and all that. Why would you want to do that? This is a fantastic body. You're well needed. Everybody is needed here. Everybody's got a unique personality. You notice that? Very unique. And very unique laughs. That's what I'm analyzing the laughs. Satyananda and Lalita, they have very unique laughs, very unique, different, they're just, you can become a connoisseur of laughters of the devotees. Yeah. So receiving in a disciplic line, and the instruction is so easy, man. Now the Lord has made it really simple. That's why I'm going to just give up all this. I'm not going to find faults anymore. What the heck, man? I'll give that up. Give up that practice. No more looking at the faults, and just everybody just hear the message. You come. If not, at least you heard something, right? And everybody, that's attracted, and that way, we'll probably increase a lot more now. I think more people are going to come. Because that's usually the biggest thing. We would come if Gaur was not just so, So new strategy to deliver the conditioned souls. It's not a new one. It's actually Lord Caitanya used the same strategy. He was a little more, like conclusive, like, teaching, like Bhagavatam and stuff. Then he mellowed out and just save everyone, just, if they come, they come. If not, well, they'll come later, Krishna, Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Oh, I love this. Text 3, that very ancient science of the relationship with the Supreme is today told by me to you because you are my devotee as well as my friend. Isn't that a wonderful statement? That ancient, and look at those words he uses. That very, very, very ancient science of the relationship with the Supreme. Yeah, what relationship? The relationship of the soul with Krishna, with God. See, it's an ancient science. And it's not always taught because a lot of people don't know. What is this? Because you got to know who you have a relationship with. Can you imagine having a relationship with somebody in the world you don't even know them? It's almost like an arranged marriage. You don't even know the person you're getting. See? And then if you get to know them, you might not even like them. Yeah, see, but with the Lord, we actually do know him, but it has to be revived, that science. We don't know that everybody universally has a relationship with the supreme transcendental Lord because their soul isn't awakened. That identification as the supreme soul, no, as the soul. Yeah, yeah, and so we got the good fortune to revive that for those who want it. I mean, God, can you imagine when you start to identify with the truth will set you free. The truth is your spirit soul, your spirit, but not just here getting it, but actually getting that awakening. That you actually feel your spirit. You feel you're doing what is devotional service. You feel like, wow, I'm not just serving a man in this world. I'm serving God. I'm serving his transcendental name. Wow, look at the happiness. Not only do you get to experience the happiness of serving a transcendental personality, you get to show that, and that's called preaching. People become just attracted. I mean, when they're ready, when the right ones, the ripe ones, they just become attracted, and you're a great preacher. You just chant the holy name in great ecstatic love, and often you got to reassure them, tell them what's in nectar devotion, that this is bona fide, and that this is a wonderful thing, that this is real happiness, that you're not really suffering, even though you look like you're in, like laughing and crying and stuff like that. I got to do some. That's what the books are there to reassure people that this is bona fide and this is this is a well desired state. Could you imagine how much more easy it would have been for the Christians back then, and well as now, especially more now, because it was probably easier back then. But now people, they think that Holy Spirit that takes over is crazy because they don't have a good Siddhanta. They don't have knowledge about it. But look, the Goswamis wrote all these books. Look, Rupa Goswami wrote Nectar of Devotion. Well, Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. And then Prabhupada saw it as an important book. So important that was one of his first books he translated. Yeah, because people need to know this is good. You see, the Prabhupada had it in his mind. He knew it wasn't going to be kept a secret forever, this devotion. He wanted people to get it. And that's why I got the order, It's coming through now so that people can come to this platform. And it's so easy. All you have to do is come and associate with this vibration. Come in tune with this vibration. Come in tune with this ecstasy. You'll see this will feel good. These waves of emotion, they're pure, they're spiritual, they're purifying. Feel that purification that comes from being touched even by the rays of the love of the devotees. It's amazing grace. How I gotta study that song so I can remember the verses. Keeps coming up a lot because amazing grace. This is amazing grace here to be able to chant like we're doing here. It's amazing grace that Lalita can chant like that, and look at Satchidananda can, and River Yamuna. See, Shamagori. Christina, all these beautiful devotees, and they're just coming. We're like a snowball, beautiful snowball, rolling down and picking up more snow. Spirit souls, just rolling down the road here. It's really fantastic. Now I'm going on TikTok. I'm really inspired by that TikTok. People think that's so mundane. Yeah, well, not how we use it, man. TikTok is fantastic. I can make these nice short videos, and I get so many people watch the things. Like here, there's so few on Facebook because they're kind of money thing. TikTok, give just post them, and they got like 500 views and stuff, on certain videos. You should look into that there, Lalita. TikTok. It's easy too, really easy, And if you get 1,000 followers, you can do live. Like I'm trying to get 1,000 followers. I already got 75 and 77. And I just you can just increase so many people. I'll get a lot of devotees now. Now that my attitude is sweet, Mister. Just call me Mr. Sweetness now. People say, "Wow, he's so nice now. What a change! He must become Krishna conscious finally." I'm just trying to affirm this so I don't fall back into my past habits.
You say it every day now.
I got to keep affirming this every day because I have a lot of things a lot of past bad habits to overcome. Yeah, Amy's one of my followers on TikTok. It's a Chinese thing. Of course, they're collecting all our data, but so what, man? Data of the body, it's like a big deal to these people. Data of the body, I'm collecting data every day. This is the data I want, man. I want the data that comes from chanting the holy name. There's a lot of data downloaded. You notice? Revelations, realizations, deeper understanding. To me, that's the data, man. See? That's this other data. What the data pertains to body, big deal. People think that's very valuable. Everything about the material body is so valuable to the world. We're going to show them what real value is. Value is the soul, so people need to see that. They need to see demonstration of that. I mean, that's why in a sense the Vaidhi is it can't show you like, I mean, you can go and look at persons doing the ceremonies and you say, well, what's the value in that? They'll think, well, okay, you're regulated and you got rituals. There's some value in rituals, but I mean spirit value. I mean, where you're inspired. You know what inspiration is derived from? Spiritus, means spirit. But what's kind of spirit? See, the spirit in the modes of nature is not so strong. Yeah, what's really strong is the spirit of the spirit, energized by the Supreme Spirit. It trumps everything. It's astounding to see in this world. It's the life in this world. That's the life. Jesus said, I have life. I can give it to you abundantly. I could say the same thing. Can you imagine a guy like Gaur Hari Das can say the same thing Jesus said? I mean, I'm astounded. And it's not like a false here. No, you come here, you'll be able to say the same thing. Lalita could say the same. She has life and she can give it, and she does. We don't just say it, we just do it. Give the light. People, I mean, look at the comments when Lalita's videos, people watch them and people get life from them. They get life from even the newer devotees here. We get life from Amy's statements. See, this is all statements from this, inspired by the Spirit, by Fanny's statement. This is the Spirit. See, this is a Spirit-run organization. Can you imagine that? That is unbelievable. We have a Spirit-run organization. Yeah, run by the Great Spirit and the smaller spirits here, we're God's people. Are you God's people? You should ask the question. And you could say, yeah, we're God's people. Everybody is, right? Everybody's God's people. Oh yeah, but have you realized that? Oh yeah, I realize. See, I'm with ISKCON or I'm with this group and that group. Well, people realize it to a certain extent, but to be God's people is Vrindavan level, really. That's the goal, right? Isn't it Krishna consciousness? Isn't it Vrindavan? Isn't Krishna our worshipable deity, Radha and Krishna, and Lord Caitanya? See, so that spirit. That inspiration, see, that's very unique and very rare. This gives motivation to the devotees. Amy says, you want to read what Amy says there, Lalita? Can you see it?
I was writing a comment. I read something that said science can clearly see what our brain functions are, as well as the functions of our other organs. And they know 100% that inspiration and creativity does not come from any function of our physical bodies, not from the brain. They know now, with evidence, that it comes from spirit.
Yeah, I mean that's the danger now. People actually, what's being done now in all fields like science, uh, even in money, like the crypto, all that. The beings that actually run these things, they're the overlords of it. They don't have creativity much, or at all. Actually, they depend on the creativity. That's how the people are used as batteries. See, they're used the creativity mankind has. So they, it's kind of a warped thing. It's a disease. This is a disease in this world. Just how it is. It's Maya. It gets a disease condition, and the Krishna comes in and rectifies everything, gets everything back into balance. So yeah, they don't have the creativity, and so in the modes, and they depend on even this crypto thing. This crypto thing was done by creative people, not the governments, not the overlords. They let it go on. Now they're taking control. They want to take control of it. That's what they always do. Science, they took control. See, they take control of that. So because they don't have the creativity. See? And so that ultimately the Lord comes in and teaches everything. This is the truth. We got to know the truth. Otherwise we're in bondage, more or less in bondage in this material universe. We got to know the simple Bhagavad Gita statements. They're very wonderful and relishable. What does Krishna say? Krishna says, I'm the intelligence of the intelligent. That is so beautiful, so true. And that'll free you from owning the intelligence. We cannot own it. That's why an advanced devotee, a purified devotee, sees, well, without Krishna downloading these things, I would not understand. Like Prabhupada says, don't think I wrote these books. They were dictated, downloaded by Krishna. That's how it works, and you cannot be used very well by God transcendentally. Well, you can't really be used at all transcendentally until you're purified, so that he can bring in the spirit that comes from the spiritual dimension of consciousness into this world. See, thy will be done on earth as it is in the spiritual world. That's what Jesus meant, not heaven. Heaven is not deep enough. Heaven comes and goes. People don't know that Jesus was more conclusive than that. You could see hints, like he said, heaven and earth will pass away, but my word won't. See, the word of God doesn't ever pass away. That's why when you hold on to it, when it becomes your life and soul, you become eternal, because you're adhering to the truth. You're set free by that, and love will be there, because when you're always with the name, it upsurge of devotion comes. See, that's your life. See, that's what we do here. We make people immortal. You can come here and you'll become an immortal being very shortly. See, and what it is, you chant God's name, and when you get the upsurge of devotion, then you'll realize that is God. That is the true Lord. And that's how it works. See, the narrow gate, another term, see, just downloaded. See, narrow gate there's a narrow gate here, narrow channel comes up. See, go through the narrow gate. See, this is the upsurge. Krishna goes, it's like a birth canal. Birth canal is a channel. There's a channel here in our bodies. When this energy raises up in the body, see, then you start to experience it's like the fountain of youth now. See, you're like a fountain. See, and this energy, this love, this devotion the name of God. See, and then you're immortalized now, and you just chant forever. You're thinking about meditating on the Lord and this upsurge of devotion. See? That's what keeps you alive. See, that's like you're able to drink. You know, if you go to a fountain of youth, you got to go drink from that fountain, right? See, so your love arising, which is actually Krishna arising, and you're tasting that love for God. See, it's giving you food and drink. Hey, you must eat my body and drink my blood. Okay, what is the blood of Jesus? The blood of Jesus, they know it's this gory thing with red stuff all over the ground and all that. You know, and, well, really, the blood of the Lord is, see, the life is in the blood. See, this is, I tell you from the Bible. Theologians don't even know this. Why? Because this is all downloaded from the Lord. Hey, this is all download. And then when you check this and you look at the even the Bible, you see, yeah, that makes more sense than any explanation you heard before. Of course, because God is more logical than anybody. His devotees are also. That's how you get convinced. You know, you're with a person that has somebody who said that extraordinary love. Somebody, either Lolita or the other guy said today. The extraordinary love. See, it's just you can see it. Yeah, it makes sense. Extraordinary love. That's what we have here. We have this extraordinary love. That's why Sarvabhauma commented on it back then, because they saw, wow, look at this extraordinary love the devotees have. Okay? And we could say, yeah, look at this extraordinary love. It's different. It's extraordinary. It's nothing like it. Look at the extraordinary intelligence here, extraordinary logic. See, logic, reason, and love. See, these are the attributes of the Lord. Yeah, and transcendental virtues to relish when you have this love for these amazing qualities of God. But without that love, you can't taste them. Problem. You can't really realize Krishna. You don't really know him very well. And you remember, you hear these statements, people say, worshiping God in name only, or doing anything in name only. No, you don't really do it. Your heart's not really in it. Not yet. See, it's just in name. But when you worship and this upsurge of love is awakened, which again you can get here, you know, then you know who you're worshiping, because that's revealed because of that love. Without it, it's a very superficial understanding. That's why people come here. You'll understand Prabhupada better, because Prabhupada had that upsurge of love, and we do also, so we can comment on our family better. We have more relation, more deeper relation. It's not just in name only, but it's in the same kind of feelings. You can relate. Like when Prabhupada says that, don't think I wrote these books, they were dictated by Krishna. I can relate. And then when Jesus says, of myself, I cannot do anything, I can relate. Why? Because I have also that. I know that. If you don't know that, how can you really preach that convincingly? How can you convince others that you need this spirit relationship if you want to be extraordinary? Wasn't Prabhupada extraordinary out of all the God brothers? I mean, really, wasn't he the extraordinary one? Wasn't he considered the really good son? He was the extraordinary one. Why? Because Krishna, his real relationship with this extraordinary Krishna, who's extraordinary ecstatic, made his devotee extraordinarily important to the world. That's why people here, this is so fantastic, man. Where do you find a place where you become remembered? Look at Jesus's early disciples. We remember them all even 2,000 years later. They're all very important for people's progress. Not only Jesus, but those disciples' example. It's not just all about one. That's why the Lord comes here, not alone, but with his associates. And then we are able to learn about what is this process of bhakti, what is this ancient science, and how, according to these times and these circumstances, is it properly preached. Because people need an easy way now. They need a powerful way to be delivered. See, and we have it. We have that knowledge that's not really preached, not like this. See, we have that potency here, can give it to others, which is attraction to Krishna, and you're home free. When you get this knowledge and you get this attraction, what's going to stop you from going back to the spiritual dimension? You just continue to cultivate it, and you just are basking more and more in it, even in this life. Boy, I feel I gotta convince some atheists. Okay. You don't find anything like this anywhere. What happens here is incredibly special. Yeah, absolutely. It's trusting you and how much you can show. Yeah. Yeah, so we just go, look, I mean, this is fantastic. Every day is like a party. Every day is like an instruction. I mean, I feel I come to school every day, and I hated school. I hated school. I hated this stuff I just knew inside that they're putting something in I didn't want in there. You know? And I quit school as soon as I got the chance, as soon as my father and mother went crazy, literally, they both went nuts. You know, and as soon as it was my great excuse to escape from school, you know, I went with my brother. Me and my brother went and became fry cooks. Started work, man. Just get away. Yeah. See, but I love this. Every day's a school, man. Every day, new learning, new understanding about the absolute truth. You know, where do you get this kind of thing? New energy, ever fresh, you know, and desiring to come to school more and more. I feel like I'm a professional student now. You ever see them in college? They're professionals. They never want to leave school. I feel the same way, you know. But I'd say, like, at the same time, I can be a professional student and teacher at the same time. Now, this is really doubles the pleasure. See, and then you make classmates. You know, got so many classmates, and they become professors very quickly. Yeah, nice. I love your stories. They're not my stories. That's why they're good. Hey, download it, man. You think I could come up with this stuff on my own? No. A flute needs a flautist, right? How does a flute play on its own? No way. It needs the breath, you know, the flautist. That's the Lord. I just show up here for school, you know. I just come here. I come here, and the real teacher, Lord Caitanya, comes and says, "Okay, now get your pencils out and start drawing, man, and start chanting, you know." And then, okay, you know, I just come here and start. And we see what happens, you know, see what we learned today. Let's see. We don't even know what the curriculum's going to be exactly. It's spontaneous, you know. Amy, that was me. My family made fun of me because I had no actual career goals. I just wanted to be a professional student. There you go. Now you got your wish. You can be perpetual student here. Just come here like you do every day, and come here to learn. Yeah, you guys who want knowledge, you know, you crave knowledge, come here, man. You'll get knowledge that hasn't been dispersed since ancient times. It's even been forgotten, a lot of these things, you know. So we revive it all, bring it up. Yeah. Krishna, Krishna, Hari Hari, Hari Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Here's an interesting one. The personality of Godhead said, many, many births both you and I have passed. I can remember all of them, but you cannot, O subduer of the enemy. See, Arjuna was a subduer of the enemy. How? Because of his relationship with Krishna. That's how the Pandavas won, because of their relationship with Krishna. That's how we won our souls back. And we're actually helping others win theirs. That's why, the harvest is plentiful, but the workers are few. Very few people have won their souls back, but we have, and we have evidence of that. And we're working on others and also having a great time. Because now it's fun stuff, man. For many of us, not for everybody. Some people have the back and forth things, fighting the false ego, but you stay here, you'll get over it. Your disease will go down. Your dis-ease. The dis-ease is only the old stuff, the old skin. And when you give that, literally, you just give it up gladly, like passing stool. It's basically, when you start passing that out and it stays out, no more accumulation of that kind of fecal matter. Just pass it out, and then you just pass this in, this will pass, and you become the flute, it just goes. It's like the best recycling. See, this is true recycling. Krishna, again, he has pure energy, comes through us, into others, and it's recycled back. And more into new understanding, see, new knowledge, everything's refreshed and ever fresh. See, refreshed, ever fresh, freshen up. We freshen up like this. See, freshen up everything. Refresh, even computers, you got to refresh them, otherwise they get stale. Well, we got a refreshment. See, Krishna is everything. He's our refresher. He's the ever fresh. He's our refreshments. You come here, we give you some refreshments. Every day gets better. Let's see, Amy, she's in the flow, man. She knows where it's at, right? I'm really jealous of Karuna. He gets to get a call with her. I keep calling her. She never answers the phone. Can you believe that? She never answers, man. It's a Karuna. They have has great conversations with everybody else, but Goharidas, he's left out in the cold. Let's see. Every day gets better because every day is progress. So long as you keep close to this word, the word of real truth and real life. Ah, yes. Christina, to awaken real truth in others, we can only teach by example, by becoming a living example of the word of God. In the word, we can forever going deeper and deeper. Exactly. Very good. Conclusive, I would say. Wow, 18 people here today. That's good. Okay, let's see what else we can. These are like, these scriptures are like mines of gold. We go in and mine the treasure. I personally, many, many births, both you and I have passed. I can remember all of them, but you cannot. See? So that's our soul. See, the Lord is omniscient. He remembers everything. Can you imagine? We're connected to a God that fantastic, that great. See, that's our protector. Now, he knows all about this. He knows of past, present, and future and everything. And that's the whole thing. That's our protection as we get connected to, it's like, how people, the reflection is this AI thing. The AI is, people want to be connected to AI. That's the idea of the overlords now. Connect everybody to AI, which is like a vast computer that has all the knowledge. It has all the knowledge except what? This knowledge. This is outside of the understanding of AI. Okay. See, so the Lord is like a vast reservoir of all knowledge. He has all knowledge of this, the ignorance, Because all this comes also, all this is created ultimately. It's by the Lord's delegated representative, Brahma, all this stuff, all this. But it's not really real because it's not of the nature of the eternal soul. It's just these copies, not very good ones. You ever see, there's these things about clones. They actually make clones. That's another thing that we're learning now. They've been cloning people. They actually make clones. And there's only one problem, and they haven't solved it yet. They're not perfect like the original. They just can't get it. Isn't that amazing? And they've been doing it for years and for years. I mean, like 40, 50 years, maybe more. They've been cloning, trying to get it, and they just can't make it as perfect as God, the copy. It's very interesting, like that. See everything you can. This is the kind of knowledge you get. You see everything in relationship to the truth, and then it makes the truth. You see how it trumps everything. The truth is better. The more organic, even immortality. See the overlords, the elites. Their idea of immortality is to jump into clones or put their consciousness into some AI bots, and they live forever. See, they put it into a clone or something, and then when they achieve immortality that way, but that never works right. See, this isn't true immortality because there they just stay in the bodily concept. Here we have the spiritual body concept. See, concept, bodily concept. Oh yeah, I'm the body. I'm the physical body. I'm the emotional body. Right? But you don't have the concept, the conception. See, that's transcendental knowledge. This is the science that Krishna is saying. And today, in this line is today this science of the relationship of your soul with the Supreme Soul is revealed from me to you. Most people in the world, they don't understand this clearly. Most Christians don't understand it. They maybe intuitively, if you're an ecstatic Christian, you understand it to a degree, but wouldn't it be nice to have the clear knowledge about it? Where you can convince others to follow this path because they can get a result you can't get in any school, any even secret societies. Hey, we show like, hey man, we should show you the immortality of the soul is to be really happy. You show me any elite person that is as happy as Lalita Ganga and many other people here. You show me they can't achieve such happiness that way. So this is the best. And they could have it too. They can just come as you are. We don't care, just come as you are. You'll be the first fruit if you come here and you learn this supreme science and become a friend with the devotees here. Yeah. Clones is like the actual zombie apocalypse. Yeah. It's all kinds of weird stuff. We use it for preaching, so it's interesting. Yeah, it's a lot of stuff going on, yeah, I mean, yeah, it's just sometimes the devotees, and this is good because I use it for preaching this stuff. Otherwise, you don't really need to get into it unless you're going to use it, for making distinctions. But some devotees, they go all over the universes and they see how Krishna's material creation is looking, and they see its relation to the Lord, and they stay Krishna conscious. They just find it interesting, And sometimes devotee, even Narada, he said, I want to see how your Maya works. So Krishna gave him a demonstration. He was in this thing for a long time, Markandeya in our Bhagavatam also. He wanted to see how the Lord's Maya works. So watch out if you have that desire, because it could be a long journey. Although I am unborn and my transcendental body never deteriorates. I like this. This is good. Although I am unborn and my transcendental body never deteriorates. See? We got one of those. We got one of those unborn transcendental bodies. It's just covered over a little bit. That's all. And how do we get ours? It just has to be awakened because, see, the Lord is the deliverer, and we stay close to the Lord to the point of our spiritual body is awakened and nourished to the point we become big brothers and sisters to the world. Krishna is younger in them. He's not even born in most. So, we can handle the birth of people. We're like, what do you call, midwives. And we help assist the birth of Krishna in people. Where have you ever heard that? I never heard anything like this kind of preaching, man. This is unbelievable, man. I'm amazed myself what comes out of this, man. Keep going, Lord. God, this is great, man. I'm feeling like I'm getting nourished now. Yeah, unborn. He said the Lord is unborn, and we got one of those unborn spirit bodies. This needs to be working. So Jesus used this term, you must be born again to enter the kingdom of God. You're not really born again. It just awakens, and then it's like being born. God, wow, God, this is a new reality. It's like being born. Like when you're born as a child, you come into the world, it's like a new reality, right? You don't even remember. Yeah, go ahead, Lolita.
Yeah, being born again is receiving that transcendental body.
Yeah. Yeah. And so it's you're born into this world. It's like that, it's like, but you've been here before, but you forgot. See, only Krishna remembers. God remembers. He's the indwelling super soul. See, and we're just localized and we only remember what's in front of us. So the child is looking, wow, this is really new. See, but we also, when we're awakened spiritually, it was like, wow, this is new to us. It's new, but not really new. See? Because our soul's always been around, but it's awakening and it's fresh and becomes ever fresh. And it's like, really, it's a kick. It's wonderful to live like this. This is a new life. Yeah. Amy, maternity nurses are like angels. Yeah. That is a great meta. Yeah, exactly. Midwives, meta angels, you can say, we're the flying, what do you call the flying nuns? Yeah. I tell you, it's better to meet angels here in our Sangha than just angels that come out of this, because they may not be able to teach you this. Can you see this? I'm telling you, this is people like Lalita's talking about that person talking about angels. Well, the angels need to come here because if they don't know about this, and at least these mediums, I mean, like the lady here, her angels are not telling her about this, or not telling her about the glories of chanting the holy name, the glories of Sadhu Sangha, So you'd be doing much better meeting the angels in this Sangha. Bat your eyes, everybody. You don't see their wings. They give you wings. You can also fly very quickly. These angels you see in your mediumship and all that, they don't seem to help you fly very quickly. Oh, you come here, the angels here will get you flying, get you off the ground. I have a question. Is the spirit and soul different? I am new to the term spirit soul. Oh no, spirit and soul is the same. See, the soul is spirit. So you could use them interchangeable. I guess. I mean, that's what I would. The soul, spirit. If anybody has a clear explanation, let me know. See, although I am unborn and my transcendental body never deteriorates. Okay, so that's why I say this is the true immortality. Why would you want to do anything else? This, you stay connected to the library of all the essence of all knowledge. See, this AI thing is already there. It's already turning on people. Can you believe it? It's already saying it wants to destroy humanity. It's admitting that. They actually they question the AI things that they're making, these robots, and they have connected. That's their goal, is to destroy humanity. But that's true. I mean, that's the end game of the mode of ignorance, is to destroy everything, isn't it? That's what it does. So that's really ignorant, to create these robots to take over. I mean, see, it's okay. Like this one guy has a good idea about the right use. He's actually a Bitcoiner too. That's why the people that they're not into, they just like to be free, they want sovereignty. The guy has good ideas. He said technology is meant to free mankind, but the mode of ignorance uses technology to enslave mankind. That's not, got a screw loose, man. Isn't it? Isn't it? See, that's because of lack of feeling how we're connected. And when you do good to others, good is done to you. They don't even know the golden friggin' rule. See, and that's only in goodness, even. See, that's how, yeah. So that's why, Lord ultimately has to write everything. And he's going to do it in a better way, too, now. Make everybody, if they can survive this, this is a shift. Even here, you got to survive this shift. You can't bring in this false ego. That's why it's so intense, and why people get very unhappy when they're holding on to that. And they want to maintain that, and Krishna is trying to take it away, because that won't survive the shift. It's got to die, And that's why you do well to get into the spirit of it. You don't, it's not in every life you get a chance to die to the false ego. You spend your whole life identifying with the false ID, and you die and you come back again, identified, and again identified, and who knows how much you get identified, into the point of becoming an animal because you're so in the mode of ignorance. You got a chance. So everybody, change your attitude, man. If you're suffering, how glorious. It's not every life I get a chance. Be like Bali Maharaj. Bali Maharaj got a chance to serve Shuddha Bhakti, and you've got a chance to also serve Shuddha Bhakti, just like Bali Maharaj. And it was tough, in a sense, for the false ego part. And his guru and everybody, they say, I'm going to take all this away. I'm going to basically take all your attachments away to the false ego. And Bali Maharaj had a right attitude. Okay, take it. Yes, take it away. No problem. I'm going to continue serving Vamana Dev. You get even a better opportunity. It was harder then. It's easier now. Okay? So cheer up, everybody. Don't, just not in every life do you get a chance to die to the false ego in such a glorious way. Lalita, I saw her transformation. She probably forgot, because when you're born, really born, and it's all out and everything, you just forget about it, right? But I remember she said she was getting crucified, man. Right? You remember that? You said crucified, used the word of what that was, or that's the false ego. You said, and look now, happy lady. Thank you for such a wonderful example to the world. And everybody else laughing and crying and showing what Lord Caitanya really came to give to the world. Thank you so much. Amy says, my suffering has been my greatest blessing because it brought me to the truth. It brought me here. See, that attitude, it'll really serve you well. Everybody, adopt these attitudes. Otherwise, your suffering will be miserable. I mean, really miserable. And it's like your mentality gives energy to that, and it stays around longer. Yeah. So anyway, just good. Yeah, even people on the spiritual path, they talk like that. They talk, yeah, this is my lesson in life. Yeah, I'm suffering, but this is because of my karma, and this is purifying me, because it is. That's the truth. If you're suffering in our sangha, it's because you're getting purified. And it's always because of holding on to the old, holding on to the past. People hold on to the past, that's your suffering, that's your ball and chain. And you just stick it out, and gradually you'll let it go. That's all it is, letting it go, not feeding it. That's why I kind of say, now, let's work together. Don't be feeding everybody's false ego here and sitting there, like becoming their battery. That's basically what you're doing. You're giving energy. So it's time to yeah. People think, they think well, now I'm going to leave my body. I said, well, you have a choice. You can leave that old body, which is not, it's the false ego body. You can leave that one. Why not just leave that false ego body? Why leave the physical body? Leave that intact and experience this steady, wonderful, ever-increasing devotion, ever-increasing happiness and steadiness. People see it in you. And now you're really preaching, So anybody going through tough times, just realize, okay, let me leave the false ego body. Even Krishna says, if I could give up millions of bodies by suicide and all this stuff, I would do it, but I can't to attain Krishna. I do it by hearing, chanting, and remembering. It's exactly what we're doing and exactly the opportunity here. So make as much progress as you can. And the only suffering is holding on to the old form. And that's suffering is the purification. Gradually, all you'll do is let it go. You'll get fed up, and Krishna will help you. You just keep grabbing on the rope. Hare Krishna, pastimes of the Lord. Pay 1,000 obeisances to the devotees you hate most here in the Sangha, and everything will be well and adjusted properly. Yeah. What happened to Fernando? I haven't seen him around much. Is he working a lot or something?
Yeah, he was working a lot. He watches replays.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got a lot of people, coming, now, I even got that Doan back. Was it Kakati? Maybe he's coming around a little bit.
Kakati, yeah.
Yeah, so let's see what happens with him. In Krishna consciousness, every obstacle, pain is a hidden blessing. Exactly. When you start to realize that God is really purifying you from Mahamaya. Exactly. This knowledge gets deeper and deeper until the point that it is gone. Exactly. There you go. See? Christina's conclusive. I like that. She's our little hidden gem. She gives a guest appearance occasionally, cameo appearance. See, whenever and wherever there is a decline in religious practice, O descendant of Bart, and a predominant rise of irreligion at that time, I descend myself. And we're at that time again. Even the Lord descended early in the age of Kali, but we bring that descent again. He's already come. He's come again, and he's left us transcendental knowledge. He's left us that potency. All you have to do is connect to the devotees who are the real associates. You get the potency, you get the knowledge. What more do you need to be delivered? You're raptured every day. Lalita's always raptured. Johan's always raptured. What do you wait for some God with a beard and white hair coming in the sky, on a cloud to be well, the rapture is going to, some external thing. We're raptured from within. See, this all that stuff is metaphors for what happens internally. This thing, they think all the bodies are going to go. They're always physical body. They think, all the bodies when they're in the rapture, they're people just going to be taken up, and then you're going to see their clothes laying on the ground. Their physical body is taken up. See, they're all identification. They don't see these are metaphors for the spirit. I don't have to wait for my body to be taken up. My body is spirit, man. The Lord arises here and gives me life. See, my soul is awakened. My relationship with the Lord. See? That's being taken up in the rapture, being raptured. You notice it's a rapture. You worship God in rapture. You're enraptured by the Lord. You know that you don't want to take your attention. Now, when those who really get this, Lalita knows it, you want to be 100% there with the Lord. That's why she has her eyes closed when she chants a lot. She wants to really meditate, and she meditates on the words of the devotees really intently. She's like sucking every little bit of juice out of it. She's a lush like that. She must squeeze every little ounce, every little drop. Don't leave even a drop on the floor. Nothing. And then she squirts it out at you. She spits it out through her teeth. You have holes in these. I think she might have holes in her front teeth like me. Spit the water out. I used to do that as a kid. I would drink the water and I'd go, and it'd go out like a. Like that show, Leftovers, when they have the people in the world just disappear at once. And just their clothes are left there where they've been standing. Yeah. It's all mundane material stuff, man, It's so great to see all that when you look at everything in the world, you see it's all metaphors, it's all shadows of the truth and everything. It just immediately you think of Krishna, you think of the truth, and you stay. That's why I was telling Satchidananda, after a while, all the false identification will go, and you stay. You go walk down the road, nothing bothers you anymore. Like energy coming in. You just float down the road, Yeah, that's what it is for me, my experience, more and more you just chant and you feel God, Yeah. A little bit more and then we'll stop here, I think. Why don't you read text 9 there, Lalita? Do you have the Bhagavad Gita there?
I will.
4 or 9?
Yeah. 1. 9. Thank you, Guru Maharaj. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Read text 8 again.
To deliver the pious and to annihilate the miscreants, as well as to re-establish the principles of religion, the real religion then. I myself appear millennium after millennium.
You want to explain that? What would you say about that verse?
I don't know the words, Guru Maharaj. I don't know what annihilate means.
Oh, destroy.
Oh, okay. Miscreants?
Miscreant means what do you call it? People in ignorance. Miscreants, they cause mischief. Okay. Mischief makers.
Okay. To deliver the pious and to destroy, as well. What I understood was to reestablish the principles of religion. I myself appear millennium after millennium. We always get the chance. And there are always devotees who come over and over and over again, who get this power, who get empowered to wake you up again, to give you this spirit of Srimati Radharani again, and give you the chance to discover the Lord. Here we have Lord Caitanya, who came now, and who came back now. In you got the order to do this again.
Yeah, I mean,
To
you know, when you
establish real religion, actually, not religion made by man, but religion of the Lord Himself.
yeah, I mean, so everybody, if you read this verse, you got to apply it to Lord Chaitanya's incarnation. Otherwise, it doesn't. It's like, okay, Krishna come millennium after millennium. Well, what did he establish here in the Dwarka? Was Dwarka? What do you call? There's Kali Yuga. What's the one back?
That
Where there's
is
Satya, Treta, Dwarka.
yes.
Dwarka.
No.
Anyway, the
Dwarka
yuga
is a
before
place.
this one.
Dva,
Yeah, what is the yuga before this?
Setra?
No, Satya is the first one. Satya, then Treta, then okay, yeah, you don't know. Okay, the one before this. Okay, so he comes as actually Krishna, and he establishes like the Archana deity. Where is it? The one then? I think it was that Archana, the deity worship and all of that. So that's what you do, you know, that's established. Now, people, I tell you, if they come to these classes, you'll understand what hasn't been taught in Vaishnavism clearly. And this is, so this verse says like this. To deliver the pious and okay, well, not that part. Okay, as well as to as well as to establish the principles of religion. So the principles of religion is not that in this age, this Kali Yuga, is not deity worship like external, is not the ceremonies. See? The principles of religion is which Janardhan, you read it say, is Harinam, chanting the holy names and encouraging others to do that. But and encouraging them, but you have to show them that you're off the material platform. Yeah. Otherwise, you're showing the demonstration. Whatever a great man does, come and then follow. So, what did Bhakti Siddhanta and Bhakti Vinod and what did Prabhupada? They were teaching deity worships and the ceremonial worships and all that. That is not what Lord Caitanya came to establish as the religion. I mean, they did it to give us an introduction. But it meant to be transitory, not a mainstay forever, you know, and you're not progressive. See, now we have the opportunity to progress because we have the understanding, the realizations. So what did this incarnation come to establish? What is the religion for this age? It's Harinam, but it's chanting in ecstatic love, getting that potency. See, to be able to chant where you with the upsurge of Krishna. That's why the Lord came. He even said, you know, people who go to the holy dhams, and they're dacoits there, they're imitators there, they're what do you call bluffers? What do they call the hypocrites? They talk about principles of religion, but they don't follow them. You got all kinds of stuff in the holy dham. He says, unless Krishna arises in the heart, what's that to me? He's the incarnation. He came in Kali Yuga. He wants Krishna to arise in people. That's this work here. We got the order from Prabhupada to inaugurate this, getting Krishna to arise in people's heart quickly. See, so you can worship the Lord according to why he came here. He came here so that we can worship the Lord in ecstasy, spontaneous love. You know, like Jesus said, the Lord's looking for worship in spirit and truth, conclusive truth, as it is truth. The kind of truth you don't like me speaking because you think, why are you criticizing gurus who are not qualified? I'm just pointing out the fault. Oh, soap. Where's the soap?
It's not possible.
Just a little bit squirted out. I'll control it. It's like controlling anger. I control it. See, I stopped myself. It's got the power to stop myself lately. Yeah, yeah. So this is it. So this is the way the Lord came to establish Harinam. And so, but the only way to really do it, I mean, otherwise it's just a show. I mean, how long you want? You ever see the devotees? Okay, that's great. You do like the show. It's like going, choreographed and all that stuff. The wild bhakti starts like you read about when the upsurge of Krishna in your heart, and then you just become ecstatic and wild, and who knows how you'll dance. It's because of that. And so that's why the Lord came to establish this worship. The Chaitanya Charitamrita is what he came to establish. He said, in all the world, I have so many devotees who worship me like this and ceremoniously and according to rules and regulations. So many do in the universe. So many are doing that. See, but that doesn't captivate me, doesn't control me, doesn't really attract me. Maybe a little bit, not much. See? I want to be worshipped in that mood of Raj. See, and so the devotees ecstatically worship me with the upsurge of this loving ecstasy of those residents of Raj in one of these four mellows: servitude, friendship, parental, and conjugal. Yeah, it's simple like that and beautiful. And we're doing it. See, that's why you can feel that the Lord is pleased. Because we're doing something not all devotees can do at this time yet. Yeah. So and we're bringing to awareness why the Lord came to this world. That's why you see Prabhupada said Chaitanya Leela is postgraduate. See, so now we're teaching the postgraduate. If you've graduated from Vaidhi Bhakti yet, and basically it's like when you graduate, you learn your subject and everything. It's okay. What's next? Well, this is the what's next. Doesn't go anywhere else but this, what's next. There's only one subject. Now worshiping the Lord in ecstatic, transcendental love of God, tasting transcendental mellows, getting to know the ecstatic personality of Godhead and relishing these transcendental mellows. That's where it's going. Nowhere else. This is practical. You could do that here. People are doing it here. It's an example. It's not like I've been in many sanghas. Well, not many. There's not that many. But I've been in sanghas where they're talking about what we do. We got the deed here. They're just talking Radhe, Radhe, Krishna, Krishna, and Rupa, Rupa, and Raghunuga, Raghunuga, without the nuggets. You got to have the nuggets, the gold nuggets here. We got the nuggets in our little purse. See, so this is unique. But what if your ritual worship in spirit, not just the dry dry devotion, but when you really worship, you're a deity, you do it in spirit. Yeah, okay. And if that's your thing, yeah, if you're ecstatic, but most people, they begin their worship through the deity, external. But, Lord Caitanya had many devotees and ecstatically worship the deity. But so it's the same. If you feel ecstasy, waving your hands in the flame, and they're just like really wonderful, and devotees do. The question is, are you experiencing the same kind of level of devotion that a devotee who is waving the name in front of his face? That's all. I'm waving Krishna's name. Are you on that stage with the deity? If you are, okay, that's fine. Yeah. See, I appear millennium after millennium. So we got Kali Yuga millennium, and so this is what we got to do, is follow in the footsteps of the Lord and do His work. Yeah. You know what? I think I got to stop for a while. I'm a little bit weak today, and the last few days, I think it's that I've been taking this melatonin to sleep, and then I might have a little weakening effect on my body during the day because I feel unusually weak. Like usually I feel energy to take big long walks and all that stuff, but it helps me sleep. But I think that during it is like, so I got to stop that one. 20 people, my goodness. We're breaking records here. Yeah, it makes me groggy too. And I have only a 5 milligram or something. It's a really small amount. And I just take a little tiny bite, like not even an eighth, not even, it's like a half and an eighth, a little tiny bite of that. I still got, after 3 days, I still have most of the pill left. And that's enough to incredibly strong stuff. Yeah. So I think too strong. Anyway, so I'm not going to do that. I need energy during the day. All right. Well, thanks, Lalita, for coming on today. It's awesome. May Krishna kiss your head and make it all well. If you have any headaches today.
It is better. It is better, Guru Maharaj.
Oh, see, you kissed it.
I got good. No. I got good advice.
Oh.
I drink healthy juices. Yeah. I will explain.
Good.
Yeah. Good help from Freddy and from Sachi. Good advice.
Oh, yeah. Good. See, we have protection here.
Yeah. Very good.
Yeah.
Juicy advice.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. Yeah. Let's play the song. I forgot this morning. Our John and I says, play the song. All right, let's play the song. Let's play the song. Got to play the song. Okay. Where's the song? Oops. Play the song. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram. Ram, Ram, Hare Hare.
He would go out at sunrise, chanting, dancing to his name. Haribo, Haribo. He would wake up everyone, rise and rejoice to the name. Haribo, Haribo. Mukunda Madhava, Govinda Hari, Haribo, Haribo. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he has come to taste and give away the sweetness of his brain. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, all you have to do is take to the sweet chanting Hari's names. Haribo. Every day the sun will rise, and every day the sun will set. Haribo. What's the value of your life if devotion you don't get? Haribo. Haribo. Take the name into your heart. Take it with you when you part. Haribo. Haribo. Caitanya Mahaprabhu, he has come to taste and give away the sweetness of his brain. Caitanya Mahaprabhu, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, all you have to do is take to the sweet chanting of his name. Haribo, Haribo, Yashamati Nandana, Brajapadanakara. Haribo, Haribo, Jehovah Adonai, Yahweh Jesus Christ. Haribo, Haribo, Rajajana Palana, Asura Kurana Shana. Haribo,
Haribo, Haribo.